There you go. Alright, let's go there and get this link out here. Alright, so we're here. And we are live. Lots of big news today. Um, and it all kind of happened at the same time. It's crazy. Um, of course, the biggest news is Disneyland's reopening date. So the Disneyland's reopening date. Hold on, sorry. I am currently promoting this video or this live as we speak. But Disneyland's reopening date is of course July 17th. Their proposed reopening date is July 17th. Now, that of course is Disneyland's 65th anniversary, and I did a video speculating that's gonna happen. I'll try to, or I probably won't get to the end, but it's about 5 days ago. I did it's a rumor video. I did it based on what David Koenig said, and on my show, when my chat reported some rumors, I'm like, oh, okay. And David Koenig's a pretty credible source, and he heard from cast members that July 17th they wanted to, well, it was originally July 1st, but they, because of the rides were dirty and they had there's all this dust, they had to do some cleaning, some spring cleaning. They moved it to July. July 17th, which, and I can tell they wanted to go ahead and make wanted to do make Disney World and Disneyland kind of reopen both coasts at the same time, and it makes sense as to why Disney World is now reopening in July, mid-July, instead of following it and its predecessors or its other theme parks like Universal Orlando and Legoland, basically every other theme park which is currently reopened right now, which is some good stuff. Sorry as I continue to promote this. Okay. But yeah, so I'm super excited that the California parks have some proposed reopening dates. We have Universal, Magic Mountain, the San Diego parks, and Disney now, all with a reopening date proposal, and hopefully Knott's gets in on the action too, and hopefully all these proposals get approved. We're looking for Downtown Disney to reopen on July 9th. It's about a week before the park opens, and still a month away. Can you believe it? It's about a month away, because Downtown Disney, again, they are allowed to reopen now, but as Disney wants to reopen everything at the same time, I guess, kind of around the same time, so that's why that's happening. But they are for sure allowed to reopen now. But the hotels, and here's something interesting about the hotels. Paradise Pier and Grand Californian are going to open July 23rd. It's about a week after. But the Disneyland Hotel is staying like kaput. There's no proposed reopen date for the Disneyland Hotel. We've gotten questions from this, and I honestly think it's because the Disneyland Hotel was under a refurbishment, a guest room refurbishment. So it was a rolling refurbishment, and they were doing some of the guest rooms. I don't know how many that are closed at one time or what, but I feel like they had to they want to go ahead and finish that refurbishment before they reopen that hotel up. Because who wants to open a hotel that has to be at like half capacity anyway? Can't, if half the rooms are closed, well then they really can't like reopen it. So I feel like they want to have all the hotel rooms ready to go before they before they reopen the hotel, the Disneyland hotel. So that's why I believe they just mentioned Grand California and Paradise Pier Hotel, and you can book those. Or I saw someone on Twitter trying to book the Grand Californian. Like right now, they won't let her. So maybe the system's messed up, as it just was just announced that they have to kind of before people go over there and crash the site, they have to go ahead and kind of make sure it's all up and running. So maybe that's what they're doing, or maybe they halted sales. Who knows? But right now it's not working. But let me know in the comments below if you're able to book a hotel room at one of the two hotels. Lori Carlson says, I'm very excited for our beloved Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California, reopening on July 17th. Yes, me too, Lori. I am super excited for that. It's just a little bit over a month away. Other good things to note about this Disneyland Resort reopening is that, one, face coverings will of course be required. I'm not sure if they'll have the cool down zones like they will in Florida. It does get hot, of course, in Anaheim as well. I'm not sure, they didn't really delve into that, so I don't know what they're gonna say here, and what they're gonna do in terms of the cool down zones. But face masks will be required. You also will have to make a reservation for July 17th, and I wonder if I actually can make a reservation now. Let me go to the website. I mean, no, it does say details on the reservation system are coming soon, so I guess you can. But yeah, I wonder how that could work. As it looks like the website, it's kind of working. Yeah, you can't really. You can check and check out, but you can't buy. Let's see, parks and tickets. Can you buy? Well, I don't think it'll allow me to buy tickets. Let's see, park tickets. Yes. So yeah, looks like you cannot buy tickets. If you're on the website, you cannot buy tickets. They already stopped that. So yes, new tickets and new pass holders, no new annual pass holder, and new ticket sales will be permitted for a while as they try to work the backlog of cancellations and the cancellations, as well as pass holders. They want to, they have to they have to kind of you have to process all the people. Basically, you have to process all the annual pass holders and everyone that's been wanting to get in the park for 2 months. You need to have them be able to in the park without any new people trying to buy tickets. That's what the reservation system's for, of course, and also to limit capacity. Now, let's see. Now, I'm not entirely sure again how the reservation is going to work. How many people you can get in one party. How that's all going to work. But I can guarantee it'll be like the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge reservation period. As again, of course, Disney was already testing that, and of course, the reservations for Rise of the Resistance. Well, that's virtual queue, but the reservation period for Disney I expect it to be something like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and we all know how tough those were to get. So, we're in for quite a day. Whenever the reservation period opens up, I feel like they might all be out in a matter of seconds, like they were for Star Wars Galaxy Edge. Within a matter of minutes, they were gone. So, and of course, Rise of the Resistance, in a matter of seconds, they were gone. So, it'll be very, very interesting, especially with all those annual pass holders, especially people who are not paying monthly and already paid off their pass. They feel like, of course, they paid off the pass, they have a signature pass or whatever. They have all the days they're entitled to go, so don't want to get back to it. I have one more ticket or one more day left on my so-called resident 3-day ticket pass, which it has been extended. I'm not sure to what date, but I'll be trying to go. I feel like it'll be like a fight, like a war zone if they're trying to get a reservation, and I'll obviously make a video on that, not just live stream, but a video on the breakdown of the entire reservation system when it's announced. What do you guys think of this Disneyland opening? Are you guys going? Comment your thoughts below. What do you guys think of the reservation system versus Universal's non-reservation system? And let me know your thoughts. Will you be going to Downtown Disney on July 9th or that week, Disneyland Resort, or will you be trying to book a hotel? Are you trying to book a hotel currently, and are you having issues with that? Let me know in the comments below. It's very interesting to see how it works. Oh, I'm planning to be there. Not sure if I'll be able to get a reservation, but I'll be planning to be there, and hopefully, if not, as soon as the next date opens up for the reservations, I'll be planning to be there, and then I'm going to upgrade to a Flex Pass most likely when I can buy an annual pass again. Also, I'm not sure how. There'll obviously be no Fast Pass, but does that mean there's no Max Pass? Meaning no Photo Pass, or I'm not sure how that all is gonna work either. For the room keys, looks like digital room keys will be a thing. So your phone will be your room key. Also, guys, what do you guys think of this nice new customized case, Theme Park Wizard case? If you want one of these, let me know in the comments below, and if you want me to start selling them, I definitely can, or do a giveaway or something. Let me know, and I'll do one because it's pretty cool. But yeah. Anyway, not entirely sure how that's gonna work there. With the Disneyland Resort, but let me know if you guys are planning to go, or if you're planning to get a hotel reservation or a theme park ticket. If you have an annual pass, will you be trying to get on the reservation system? I'm very curious to see what you guys think. Do you guys favor the reservation system? Also, do you mind wearing a face mask? Do you mind wearing a face mask? When I was at Universal, or when I was at Citywalk today, that video is on my channel. Go check that out. But everyone was wearing a face mask. Everyone seemed very nice. No one seemed to be complaining about the face mask. So I think it'll be, and it was hot today. It was about 99 degrees at Universal Citywalk when I was there 3 hours ago. So it was hot. But honestly, at least with my face mask, it wasn't bad at all. I was sweating a little bit because it was just hot, but it wasn't any hotter, I'd say, with the face mask. So I'm very curious on your thoughts about the face mask, wearing them to a theme park. Let me know in the comments or in the chat below if you're watching this later. So yes, go check that out. So yeah, definitely go check that out. And yeah, so that's very interesting and it's super exciting news. And of course, Disney will let us know about more information coming soon. The Disney Family Adventure says they wouldn't mind wearing a face mask, but they're not sure for how long in the heat. And yeah, again, I'm not sure. I know Disney World's going to have cool down zones we can take off the mask. I'm not entirely sure if Disneyland's going to have those. Disneyland and Disney World seem to be doing the same things. So I feel like they would, but you never know. And I'm sure you can always slip it off on a ride or something. I mean, I know there's cameras, but they're not gonna track you down. Especially if something like the Haunted Mansion, which is you and somebody else, you and your own party on a ride. I'm sure they're not, or like the Incredicoaster, it's kind of just you and your own thing. I don't think they're gonna bug you about it, or like Space Mountain or something. Especially if you see it every other row, the person next to you is someone who came with you. So they're not going to care. I feel like you can definitely slip it off, like put it around your neck like I just kind of pull it down on rides, and then put it back on when you're off the ride. If you really start getting hot or something, or you just hate the idea of wearing one, or you just hate wearing one in general. Um, Things like Grizzly River Run, though, I'm not too sure. I mean, about that idea. I'd say they put a group of four on one side and group four on the other side. Those other four people may be like, "Hey, why are you taking off your mask?" So group rides, I'm not like Tower of Terror or Guardians of the Galaxy. Same possible thing, but rides where you just you and your own party have your own car or doom buggy or vehicle, I think you can definitely take off your mask. But group rides, I'd keep it on just to be sure. And speaking of Splash Mountain, or I didn't really say Splash Mountain, but it's pictured here, and we're talking about rides. But I'm sure you guys have heard, and if you have anything to say about Disneyland or the reopening of the theme parks, you can ask me questions, keep asking me questions, or keep saying what you have to say. As I move on to a different story, you can ask me questions about anything that I've talked about previously. Genesis Jimenez says COVID-19 won't stop us now. You're right, Genesis. I agree. It definitely will not stop us now, because we can't stay inside forever, but we can definitely learn to live with it. Now, that means wearing a face mask everywhere you go. That means wearing a face mask everywhere you go. And people that don't like that won't go anywhere except work or school. And people that don't mind it or can tolerate it will just go and tolerate it. So, it's honestly up to you guys at this point. Things are open, but you definitely don't have to go. But it's awesome. It's good to have the option for people who want to go. Alright, so looks like we got Splash Mountain. So, of course, due to the racial injustice and George Floyd, and I made an excellent live stream talking about that last week on Wednesday. But today, because that things have been happening, like police reform and statues being taken down, and that's great, that's cool. But some fan theories, or fan suggestion, armchair imagineering, as what we call it, is happening, where people are saying, because Splash Mountain is based on Song of the South, they're saying that's racist. I mean, it definitely has some racist elements. The movie, not even the ride, but just the movie. So they're saying it should be rethemed to The Princess and the Frog, because Princess and the Frog is based in New Orleans. Splash Mountain, specifically in Disneyland, is based in New Orleans Square, kind of in Critter Country, which Critter Country is like an extension of New Orleans Square, so it would thematically make sense. It would take away the racial element and put in an underdeserved character, Tiana, an underdeserved movie, and put all those characters of color into the parks. While I agree, The Princess and the Frog is underdeserved, and it definitely needs more presence. I'm glad it has a presence and magic happens. Only for one float, though. One or two floats. But I definitely do not support that idea. Yeah, Splash Mountain. So the Tower of Terror and Splash Mountain were my favorite rides at the Disneyland Resort. Tower of Terror is my number 1. Splash Mountain is my number 2. Tower of Terror, of course, got changed. I was very upset about it. I was very hurt. I was one of the people who started a petition to stop that. Guardians of the Galaxy, turns out I love it. And so I still love that ride system, so it's still my favorite ride in the Disneyland Resort. Splash Mountain, I like Splash Mountain for a lot of reasons, but I specifically like the 3 songs in there. And if you change the theme, there's no way you can incorporate those 3 songs again and make it a musical journey through the river, through the backcountry. That's what it's about. So I don't like this idea at all. Of course, it's just a fan theory. Disney can't possibly do this right now. They barely have enough money to do the other construction, the $900 million of construction projects that they had to pause. So, they obviously can't do this right now. But what do you guys think? Would you care if Splash Mountain was rethemed to The Princess and the Frog? Would you care? Would you stop writing it? Would you be mad? Would it be on the same level as them changing something about pirates? What do you think? And I guess the idea is that the Critter Country would be like basically just again it is an extension, would be more of an extension of New Orleans Square, and that whole area will be themed to a bayou, basically like the Blue Bayou, but an actual land. That, as cool as that idea sounds, I feel like I can still do that. I'd want a Princess Tiana ride, or Princess and the Frog ride, to replace something like Winnie the Pooh. They replaced Winnie the Pooh. That's not that. That's not that great of a ride. So that can be replaced. I'm totally in favor of retheming or just demolishing, putting a beautiful, beautiful Princess and the Frog dark ride, because it still makes thematic sense. Critter Country is still still a New Orleans Square extension. So Princess and the Frog would thematically make sense as its own ride next to Splash Mountain. I agree, it might be a bit ironic, or kind of like be a bit ironic, because there'd be a ride based on a movie that has some racist elements next to a ride that features a princess of color. But again, there's no racist elements in the ride itself. They changed the scenes, the Tar Baby scene to the Bees scene. So I think it'll be okay. I do support Princess and the Frog being in the park, though, as its own ride. I do support them taking out Pooh for that, because it does thematically make sense. But what do you guys think? Do you like Splash Mountain? Do you like Splash Mountain? 2, do you care if it's rethemed, or if it would be rethemed, would you be upset? 3, do you want to see Princess and the Frog in the parks, just not as a retheme of Splash Mountain? Like, would you want it to be in more parades, like Magic Happens? Would you want its own dark ride in the place of Pooh? Or if they found space kind of next to Pooh, or in backstage over there, that can extend, make a Critter Country extension? Very curious to hear your thoughts on this attraction, or on this idea, this fan theory, that again has about a 2% chance of happening. Even if that, I feel like that's even high, because it's just not. I don't think it's gonna happen. But let me know in the chat or in the comments below about that. But that's basically all I had to say about that, because I see it's getting a lot of traction on Twitter. A lot of people defending it, a lot of people supporting it, a lot of people defending Splash Mountain, a lot of people supporting this idea, because it does seem cool. But I mean, luckily a lot of people know it really can't happen, because they just don't have enough money for that at the moment if they wanted to. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on the Splash Mountain idea. And lastly, and any new viewers, you can we are if you go backwards, I was talking about the Disneyland reopening. Any questions you have about the Disneyland reopening, you can definitely comment them in the chat, or comment below, and I will definitely answer them. So definitely those. But I wanted to talk about my experiences, obviously, mostly about Disneyland's reopening. But I definitely want to talk about my experience. And I did a whole video on this just like an hour ago. Posted an hour ago on Universal Citywalk, the experience going back to Hollywood, because I feel like it'll be very similar, if not the same, than going to Downtown Disney and Disneyland. So that's why I felt it was kind of important to put this in here, talk about it a little bit, just in case you didn't watch the video. So my experience at Universal Studios Hollywood, at Citywalk, was very, very good. The temperature check was fast. They placed markings on the ground, one-way like arrows to show which way you should go. Then the 6-foot distance markers and pieces of tape telling you where to stand. From the restaurants, very, very organized, very clean. There's a lot of hand sanitizing stations. There's one thing I didn't like, and I hope Disney doesn't do this, and that's the staggered parking. I don't agree with the staggered parking. It's highly unlikely you'll be parking or leaving next to somebody at the same time unless it's like right in the morning rush hour, morning rush. That's maybe the one thing in the staggered parking. Then open up the remaining parking spaces to everybody else after the initial rushes come in, because you're not going to be, those people already will be in the park in Citywalk, so it's not like you're going to be next to anybody or touching anybody or breathing on anybody, because it just doesn't make sense to me, the staggered parking. And actually, if someone knows, comment below if Disney Springs is doing staggered parking, because I really don't like that. It also takes up less, there's less parking capacity now, so you have to keep going up and up and up parking ramps, when there's all these parking spaces available. When it's just really, it's really annoying to me. Staggered parking is really very bad. Let me know if Disney Springs does it. And Hollywood, they have a survey you can take, and they asked, what do you think about the staggered parking? And I put that I thought it was terrible. So maybe if you guys go and you put that it's terrible, they'll take it away. That's what survey is all about. They're trying to get the guest response. So that's what my friends always say, I'm not taking this survey. But I'm like, yes, no, definitely take the survey, because if you want to come back, that can enact some change. Theme park surveys are like a form of voting. It's like an unofficial form of voting, or like an informal vote. If enough people say they don't like something, the theme park, whatever park Disney, Universal says, they'll take it away, and they'll take it away fast. If a lot of people say they like something, then they'll take it. But if people ignore it, then they won't. Theme parks don't do it. Just like voting. If you like a sales tax, if the sales tax on the ballot, and you don't want that tax, or a certain someone, elected official, you don't want it in office, go to the polls and vote no or yes. And if you just say, my vote doesn't care, then that person may get elected, or that tax may pass, because enough of people said the same thing as you did. So definitely go ahead and vote. Take the surveys at these theme parks, because Disney will definitely have, when Disneyland reopens, as Disney World as well. I'm sure Disney Springs probably has some. The other surveys: what do you like best? What do you don't like? And it's a lot of questions. Yeah, I must say the Universal City Walk it's a lot of questions, but each one's very important. And definitely take those surveys, because again, staggered parking. If enough people don't like staggered parking, Universal will take it away. If enough people think temperature checks are useless, then they might take it away. Yeah, and the stuff like that. But what do you guys think of all of this today, as we come up on the half-hour mark? What do you guys think of all this? The Disneyland's reopening, the 2 hotels reservations, the reservation system for Disneyland, the non-reservation system for Universal City Walks, kind of safety procedure. Safety procedures, Splash Mountain's crazy fan theories. What do you guys think of all that? Let me know in the comments below. And if no one, thank you to the Lori, the Disney Family Adventures, and Genesis for commenting. And I will go ahead and guys talk to you later. If I'll leave about maybe 30 seconds to a minute for any last minute questions you guys have. And if not, I'll get back to promoting this video and looking at planning my other videos for today or for the next weeks as well. Alright, wait another couple seconds here. Alright. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I had a fun time talking Disneyland and Disney and Disneyland's reopening video, or reopening with you guys. I'll be going having a collab on the channel with Orange Grove 55, talking about Disneyland's reopening and Splash Mountain Crazy Fan Theory to get his perspectives. So definitely join us on that premiere, which will be tomorrow at maybe at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Check it out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Alright, so definitely like this video, and subscribe to the channel. Oh, look, more new viewers. Any viewers that have any questions about Disneyland's reopening, Splash Mountain Fan Theory, any thoughts on that? And Universal Citywalk Hollywood, or Universal Hollywood's Citywalk's reopening. Have any questions on that? Let me know. If not, give this video a big thumbs up, and please share it. Share it to your friends. I enjoy talking to you guys, so let's grow the audience and let's grow our community here. Definitely check out my Voyage LA article, my theme park wizard article on voyagela.com. They're so nice to interview me. They're interviewing me on how I started theme park wizard and all that good stuff. So definitely check them out. VoyageLA.com. Go to Portraits of the Valley and scroll on down, and you'll find me. Well, have a fantastic day, guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting me, and thank you guys for liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and watching this live stream. And as always, have a fantastic day.